Hey, what's going on, guys? It is the SMT. Today we're going to take a look at a topic that I think is really important. We've got the merger pretty much coming to a close. Just a couple of things that need to happen at the time of this recording, but maybe you're watching this at a later time and it's already done. That being said, home internet. This could be something legitimate from T-Mobile, and it could change a lot of people's lives when it comes to their connectivity and home provisions. So let's get into that topic today. All of that in today's video, and it starts now. Before I get started with today's video, I would like to remind you that maybe if this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, and if you really like what you see, activate that bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. In the description box, we have some other links for you to get connected with the community, like the SMT Patreon page, $1, $2, and $3 tiers to get you involved in the SMT community there. We also have the second channel, Sneed Mobile Tech live streams, and we have the @SneedTech Twitter handle, and of course, Megadon.net. Never need another social media platform ever again. The social media platform of the future, Megadon.net. No algorithms, no ads, no tracking. The new T-Mobile as a company and what they can offer. Obviously, the wireless side is going to see huge changes. You're going to have a much more capacitive network. You'll have a combined network of tons of different spectrum holdings. Specifically, the big one is 2.5 gigahertz connection. That's going to be awesome, mostly for the 5G side and specifically for home internet provisions. Really, without the merger, this wasn't even possible. There was no way that T-Mobile was going to be able to do this. Now, with the merger, even if you don't like the prospects of the wireless side, at least we can admit that home internet is legitimately going to start to heat up in terms of competition, and it's all because of the merger. By 2024, the goal for T-Mobile is to provide home internet in about half of the US zip codes, probably in what's estimated to be about 10 million households. There's going to have to be a couple of requirements, though, a couple of things that have to occur in order for this to be a legitimate option. For starters, the capacity has to be there. That's why the merger was needed. And the second part is, how are they going to operate equipment? I think both of those things can be addressed. I'm really not that concerned. The goal is to provide 50 megabits per second in home internet provisions to people. I think that's very doable as well. They're going to have to kick it up a notch. 50 megabits just isn't going to cut it. I'd like to see that number jump up. They are saying that eventually they get to 100 megabits per second. And with 5G, they can obviously get that latency much lower. But again, like I said, all of this is possible. Just need the right plan and the right execution. I've already alluded to how they could do this. The driving force of this whole thing is Sprint's 2.5 gigahertz spectrum holdings. That's really what's going to be the medium for pushing this connection to all these consumers nationwide. Sprint does have a pretty healthy mid-band spectrum holdings. They've got, I believe, 160 megahertz of 2.5 gigahertz available nationwide, and that's going to be the ability of doing this. You're going to have to deploy this, but it's got to be national. Things are going to have to change. You're obviously going to have to upgrade a lot of tower sites. There's going to have to be huge amounts of massive MIMO integration and rollout. That build-out's going to have to take place. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to take some time, but like I said, most definitely can be done. Big shout out to Caleb for letting us know what's going on that side. Once this is all done, we could have lots of people in the residential space getting this access, and it could also be utilized by businesses. I don't see why not. Why would people want to use T-Mobile's home internet or T-Mobile's broadband? Well, think about what everybody does with their home connections. Well, we've got work from home, we've got education from home, and all that's going on in the current situation. You got TV services, you've got Netflix, you have Hulu, you have YouTube TV, all those different things that people are utilizing. And let's not forget about TVision, which is going to be T-Mobile's probably next step in getting into the TV space. So that thing where T-Mobile acquired Layer 3 TV, that's going to be a big piece of the whole TV thing for T-Mobile. And they've got this awesome technology in compression and making, high quality resolution playback. But again, it's still going to be demanding and taxing on the network. That's where all this comes into play. I can see a huge expansion and initiative for T-Mobile with TVision, going beyond just the current markets that they have it available. So expanding it, for the most part nationally would be the end game. Home internet providers have really been resting on their laurels. They haven't really had any type of competition or any fire behind them to kick them into gear, whether it's pricing or whether it's value in terms of the speeds of their internet and different things like that. It's been really stalemated and it's been hurting customers for a long time. That's all going to change, and you could already kind of see the peril. Home internet providers are also getting involved in wireless. Companies like Xfinity and Comcast and Altice are already starting to dabble with wireless. Xfinity Mobile has 2 million subscribers, and I believe Spectrum Mobile also has over 1 million subscribers. Altice has like 100,000 subscribers, so that sector of the business is already starting to heat up. So we've got one direction where competition is happening. Now it's time for that other direction where wireless companies are getting involved with home provisions. All of this is good. Pricing is going to improve. The value of packages and services is going to improve. The quality of services is also going to improve. All this comes with competition. If you don't believe me that competition is starting to ramp up in both of these directions, I just want you to take a look at wireless stores. The number of wireless stores has been decreasing over the last couple of years, right? We haven't really seen the expansion, generally speaking, as a whole. Verizon's been reducing its sites, as well as AT&T. We have seen some growth with T-Mobile, but we haven't seen that with Sprint. So overall, the market for wireless is going down in terms of traditional wireless, but the number of home internet provider stores has increased. So we've already seen that shift occurring. I can clearly say, and I think it's blatantly obvious, is you could trust T-Mobile. Trust T-Mobile to compete. Their driving force from the beginning of time, at least in the John Legere era and moving forward, has always been to compete. Compete for market share, compete for services for customers across multiple segments of wireless. They've shown a propensity to compete in prepaid. They've clearly done it the best in postpaid. I don't expect anything to change. Expect it in home and TV. I'm also really curious to see what Verizon is going to do. Is Verizon going to try to get in similarly with home provisions? Because remember, C-band is right on the corner. We could see it happening. It's like towards the end of this year. Very excited to see how Verizon responds. AT&T is ridiculous in my opinion. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think they're actually going to respond well to this, which as long as T-Mobile's providing it, and if Verizon responds, that does create some stir and shake up there. I just don't trust AT&T to do anything right when it comes to this type of service. To be honest with you, I don't know what's going on with AT&T when it comes to TV and home internet. I don't know, it's really weird. I almost think like they need a complete overhaul and a new vision of what they're going to do in TV and home internet. Maybe even a CEO shakeup, but that's a topic for another video. I'm not going out on a limb. This is not a hot take, but I'm predicting that there's going to be a massive shakeup that's going to be happening in wireless going into home internet and TV. The next few years, you're going to see a seismic shift. There's going to be huge changes in home internet provisions, and you're going to see a lot of changes in TV as well. I think cord cutting ramps up. I think, you know, the need for like home set-top boxes, all of that traditional cable, that's all shifting. There's going to be huge changes. The new T-Mobile is going to offer a home internet service that could really change life for a lot of people. Some people have been using HughesNet and other services that are so limited. DSL has been their only option. That can all change here. And remember, it's not for everybody. Not everybody is going to be using the new T-Mobile network for home provisions. Maybe what they have is good. You know, gigabits is something that, you know, T-Mobile's probably not going to be able to do unless it's with millimeter wave at a later time. But this could help a lot of people out. So will Starlink. You know, LEO is going to be another thing that could help people quite a bit. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening in the next few years. The one thing I will say is home internet speeds are going to increase for a lot of people because of competition. And home internet pricing is going to improve for a lot of people because of this competition. So again, T-Mobile playing disruptor, I'm all for it, and I'm willing to celebrate it here with this video. In the comment section below, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this topic. Maybe you want to give me an idea of your predicted time frame of when this becomes a legitimate option. T-Mobile's already come out and said 2024. Do you think it happens sooner? What do you think the limitations are? Is it something that you would consider as a consumer? Maybe you're not satisfied with your current provider. You're looking for something different and you're looking for something better for you. With the merger closing, I am super excited about this. It can finally happen. T-Mobile home internet, they can go ahead and start being the disruptor in a new segment for consumers. If you appreciated this video and you found it helpful, educational, or informative, please do like this video and share it to your favorite social media platforms. That helps the channel out tremendously. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload from the SMT. And if you are not ready to leave, you want to check out some other videos from the Sneed Mobile Tech YouTube channel, I've gone ahead and put a few up here, down here, over there, and up there. You guys can check those out. That would be great. That wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm the SMT, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.